Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Anthony Albanese's government could face a teal wave of its own at the next election from new Muslim political organizations targeting the party in key seats. The Muslim Vote and Muslim Votes Matter are calling for candidates to run against high-profile Labour ministers and MPs at the next election. The groups were formed amid Labour's perceived failure to stand up for Palestine. And in an intriguing twist, both groups have rallied behind first-term WA Labour Senator Fatima Payman after she was exiled from the party for crossing the floor on a Greens motion recognizing Palestine. That has sparked speculation she could strike out on her own as an independent affiliated with the Islamic United Collective. Both groups have rallied behind Ms. Payman. Muslim Votes Matter said, "Our community is united and stands firmly with Senator Fatima Payman. It is deeply concerning that her Labour colleagues have not demonstrated the same level of commitment to human rights and justice. We will not forget at the next election." Muslim Votes Matter has identified 32 seats to focus upon, including 20 in which the Muslim community collectively has the potential deciding vote in the next election. In the last 25 years, no federal government has been elected by a margin of more than 15 seats, the group said. Education Minister Jason Clare, Employment Relations Minister Tony Burke and Climate Change Minister Chris Bowen, all representing West or Southwestern Sydney seats, are among the most high-profile members of government who have been put on high alert. Mr. Clare's seat is comprised of 31.7% Muslim voters and his margin in the 2022 election was 14.9%. And in Mr. Burke's seat, 25.1% of voters are Muslim, with a margin of 15.1%. Labour's Peter Khalil, Ged Kearney and Graham Purrett will face assaults on two fronts, with the Greens also vowing to launch a door-knocking campaign over the coming weeks explaining Labour's treatment of Senator Payman to voters. Ms. Payman has been indefinitely suspended from caucus and claims she's been exiled and bullied for voting with her conscience on the Palestine matter. Senior ministers and Labour MPs have been doing media rounds for days now, each generally saying the same thing, that Ms. Payman has not been a team player and would be welcomed back into the fold if she were to promise to stick to party decisions. Behind the scenes, it's understood Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is facing pressure to come down harder on Ms. Payman. But Greens volunteers will begin door-knocking in key electorates telling voters that their own representative could be doing more on the Palestine issue if they cared about it by following Ms. Payman's lead. They'll say if a young woman, a first-term senator, can be brave and speak out about the matter, going against her party in the process, then seasoned Labour MPs can do the same. This, paired with the efforts from the Muslim collectives to unite the Islamic vote in certain electorates, spells danger for Labour. The Muslim Vote said in a statement, "The next federal election signals a shift. We will no longer accept being taken for granted. Australian Muslims are a powerful, united force of nearly 1 million acting in unison. The Muslim vote alone is capable of forcing the current government into minority government. In 2024, we are focused on federal where the Muslim vote can influence the outcome. The Muslim vote is a loose but united collective. Our principal aims are to educate and mobilize at the grassroots. The community sentiment does exist, and it is important that their voices are put forward and their issues are represented without needing to conform to party policy." The organization said the biggest electoral battles will be in southwest Sydney and Melbourne, and there will be a concerted effort to create viable grassroots political infrastructure in our communities. Having an independent voice is real representation of the issues, unlike a political party. As Australia approaches the 2024 federal election, the strategic importance of the votes of Muslims, students, and the broader Australian populace cannot be understated for any party aiming for victory, especially the Labour Party. Historically reliant on the support of these key demographics, Labour now finds itself in unknown territory due to its position on Gaza, particularly.